Dun, 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 dun. Da, 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 da. Doing that
It's
a
a
lot
small
lately.
world after. Oh, I do it.
It's a small
When I do an
world
intro
after.
on Twitch, I like that's one of the things that I include. I am
It's a
I am Tess. I am your
small
variety streamer that
world
sings to all of the spooky ghosts. Like that's what I do.
after all. We might get copyrighted right now, but it's all good. You know
It's
why? Because this is the final hour. No one cares. We're gonna come here, have fun, and if this gets muted, it's okay because you'll understand. It'll be like copyright. Look at that. But today I have Toxic Tess on the show. I had her on what tomorrow will be here.
yeah, yeah.
And
It'll
I
be
haven't
here.
had too many people on the show since. I haven't really looked. I kind of fell off for a while. Now I'm
I
gonna get back
noticed
into it.
that.
Yeah, I just fell off for a while. I just said, you know what? 2 years straight of consistent pushing hard and doing stuff, accomplish one goal. Now I need to strive for higher. And as silly as this might sound, but it still is a goal. My goal is to make 10 grand a month on YouTube. I don't care how long it takes, but I'm going to do that.
Yeah,
Anyway,
it's an achievable goal.
oh well, right. Have you seen Markiplier and some other people? They make like 100 grand a day.
Speaking of Markiplier, oh my dear lord. He
Well,
walked
hold on.
into hang on, walked into Red Ghost's stream and dropped 25 gifted subs
Wait, where at? On Twitch or YouTube?
on Twitch.
We'll talk about that in a moment.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that in a moment.
Yeah.
There's some legality things on that one. So anyway, guys, I hope you all come, have a good time, share the page, share everything, let everyone know that we're live, and get everybody in here. Ask as many questions as you want. Just have a good time. If I don't get to them right away, just re-ask. Like literally ask again, because sometimes like spam it. I'll be asked like typing in chat left and right. So this is how this goes. So what we're going to do is talk about a random subject, and we have no clue what we're going to talk about. But the one thing we were talking about beforehand in the pregame was you were telling me about the time when we were playing Apex that first time.
Yes.
Like you literally, my guy was like, "There's no way she's going to do this." You literally walked from where the train station yard or train yard was. That was just demolished. I don't know what it's called now. From there to the respawn beacon all the way across this way. No, to get his banner. Mind you, she already
to get the banner.
She could have got the banner to come back and to go res, but she's decided not to get the banner and then go back for so. All right, let me break down one.
Walk across the map. Walk across again.
If you die fully in Apex, you get to get revived if your team member grabs your banner within 180 seconds. Yep. So you have to go to a respawn beacon or you could drop respawn beacons if you found one. Well, she ran just beeline, not using cover, not slide jumping, not doing what you're supposed to do, and just got the banner all casually, and then runs back and not even really running, just like do. This is what I do, and then res accomplice is like, I'm gonna uninstall because she's like, I know if that was me, I would have died. And I'm like, yeah.
I'm pretty sure I did it a second time though.
Yes.
Yeah, yes. It wasn't just once that I did that game. It was twice I ended up doing it. And it was like, no one understood how this was like, how I survived.
No one. I wish I had that recorded. There's like a lot of moments that like sometimes I wish I was recording. And then when I say, oh, I'm not going to record it, I'm like, damn, I should have recorded.
Yeah.
Like that guy I was telling you. Oh. So I played as Rampart. And we were playing ranked platinum.
Yeah,
I did a double, like with Rampart, she lays up cover, and if there's a shield on top, opponents can destroy it, and if it cracks, like you don't have the full cover, you can still get shot. So I double layer cover like back to back.
Yeah.
Had the first one, knocked two, jumped backwards when that one broke, right to where my next cover was, and took out this squad wipe. That guy was like, what the fuck? Oh my God, freaking out, right? Mind you, he dropped fast, got downed right away, and ironically, he was saying, call me Papa the whole time. I told him, for cleaning up your mess, I think you need to call me Papa. That is what I said. I wish that was recorded, but enough about me. This is all about you. This has been a year. What has truly changed for you? What is like so different about you comparing to then looking back?
Probably my outlook on a lot of different things, like on social platforms, just in people general, in the world, in the pandemic and everything. Like my outlook on a lot of things changed over the last year. And I think that's kind of what's helped me on social platforms, including like Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, all of that, just having a more positive outlook. And instead of it's like, looking at the numbers and looking at that, it was more of a, I'm just going to be me. And if people show up, people show up. If people don't show up, then you know what, whatever, like people got other things they got to do. I'm still doing my thing. I'm vibing. I'm having a good time. So, I mean, that's probably like the biggest change that's happened in the last year. The other big change is that Brutax and I got married.
What?
We did it.
What?
We did it. We've been married now. I can't hear
you say that. What did you say?
We've been married now for 9 months.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. So,
yeah.
Okay, when did he finally like break his whole like timid self and was like, I'm gonna marry you, let's go?
Oh, you want to hear the proposal story?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, all right, because it's not your average proposal story. So him and I.
Are they nowadays?
Hang on, let's back up. Okay, we all like. Some people know the story of Brutax and I. Like, hang on, hold up here, okay?
Hold up.
So I found this guy on TikTok, like on my For You page, and like jumped into his live, and I was like, oh my god, I remember this story.
This is a good story. This is a good story.
And then I like slowly like weaseled my way into like his Snapchat and his Facebook and this and that, and like message and be like, how you doing? What's going on? This and that. And after a month of like actually talking, I kidnapped him, and I made him pancakes. And they stayed. We had been together for about 3 months at this point. Pancakes, buttermilk pancakes. Buttermilk pancakes. Yes.
I want pancakes.
Yes.
Too bad you're like 1,000 miles at least away. Like, damn.
Yeah. Buttermilk pancakes. That was like one of the major deal breakers right there. Buttermilk pancakes. I fed him, he stayed. So anyways, 3 months
Usually what happens.
3 months into the relationship, he is at work.
Okay.
And he wouldn't get home until like, 10, sometimes 10:30, like maybe 11, depending on how busy it was, whatever. And I decided that I was going to get drunk with a bunch of people on Discord.
Ooh.
And I downed an entire 26er of vodka that night. Okay. And I'm like completely like plastered. Like I'm rolling over on the couch, like, look at me. And then I decided to start confessing my love. And I was like, I love you. I couldn't imagine what my life would be like without you. I've been able to live my life completely alone. And now I don't know what I would do with myself because like, I don't know how it is that like I survived life without you, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, are you proposing to me? And I was like, yeah, will you marry me? Okay. Now, drunk me versus sober me are two completely different people. Drunk me does not care whatsoever at all. I will say whatever's on, like, gone. No. And I don't have a filter, like, I have a very limited filter as is. So, like, it was gone, just gone. Like, I didn't care. Like, yes, I want to marry you. I want you to be my husband. That's it. That's all. That's it. I don't care if we've been together 3 months. I don't care if I found you on TikTok. Like, this is it. You're mine. Well, he responded with, let's talk about this when you're sober.
Oh.
So, gentlemanlike. Very gentlemanlike. So anyways, the next day, I woke up with all sense of, what did you just do? Now, keep in mind, like, yes, the feelings, like, everything that I said to him was 100% true, just, sober me didn't have the balls to say it.
You know what he did? Have you ever seen Eden Zero?
I started watching a little bit of it, but not enough to move forward. But anyways.
Did you see the sumo wrestler dude?
I didn't make it that far. I'm sorry, I didn't make it that far.
I had a funny thing. I was gonna say you pushed the button. You gotta watch it just to see.
Now I've gotta watch it. I'm gonna binge it. That's it. That's all. That's the next one on the list now.
Go ahead.
So anyways, the next day I wake up and like I'm sitting here like, what did you just do? So like I look at him, I was like, do you remember anything of last night? And he's like, no, like I don't remember anything. I was the one that was drunk. he was sober. He did not drink anything. He went to work, but my brain did not want to comprehend that. So I'm thinking like, okay, you know what? I'm in the clear. You know, he doesn't remember anything. It's good. I went the whole day panicking. Like, should I, you know, have this conversation? Should I not have this conversation? I don't know what to do. Well, we go to bed that night. And then I decided, I was like, okay, well, when we were drinking last night, I confessed a lot of the feelings I have for you. And I wanted to know, will you marry me? And he was like, I remember everything from last night. I just wanted to know if you had the balls to say it. And yes, I will marry you. I was like, oh, like tears are streaming, and I'm just like, yeah. So that is the proposal story.
That's
I got completely
badass.
like wasted and confessed my love to him, and he decided, you know what, let's have some fun with this.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty unique one. I like that one.
Yeah, it was definitely
refreshing my brain because I forget things very easily. But it's like, what's really weird about me? You say like 2 words into a story, I'm like, remember.
Yes.
Me, otherwise, I'm like, oh, I can't recall what. Wait, what happened?
I'm the same way. I am the same way.
But that's actually really cool. Now, looking back on it, with who you are now, would you have done the same thing?
Oh, probably.
Okay.
Oh, probably. That is something about me that like I've always been the like out there kind of person. Like even like when I started talking to Red Ghost, like when her and I started like talking more regularly, like I kind of like I put out that message like, hey, like if you think I'm like this weird creepy stalker girl, like, you know, I'll back off. Like I have a tendency of like putting myself right into people's paths. So like if that makes you uncomfortable, like just please let me know. And she's like, no, it's actually kind of a good thing. Like I've always been that person to just be like, I'm gonna squeeze in here now. Hi, how you doing?
That was the one thing I did respect about Red Ghost, is that she was very open. She was very honest, and I never got any bad vibes at all from her. It was just amazing. It was just awesome. Like, like having the experience, because she was on the show with Aeon.
Yeah, I remember watching that.
And
I remember watching that.
I overslept for that one, and the alarm was wrong. I totally messed that up, but it's one of those like, oops.
Yeah,
but like having the show, it was great, and like getting to actually know her was awesome. And I'm glad I got that experience, and I hope I do it again. I gotta contact her. It's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
No, she's definitely.
Sorry.
Yeah, she's definitely amazing. It's been a while. I love that song.
It's a good song, but not when this one person was singing it. So every time we hear me and Blood hear that, we instantly start going, "It's been a while."
There's one where it's like been all over YouTube. There was like there was a meme that went around about it where it was like this kid was trying to do and then she would like screw up and scream. And every time I hear that song now and like somebody tries to sing it or whatever, my brain is automatically like doing the and then just starts screaming, and I'm like, oh God, it's ruined. It is ruined.
Yeah. Man, I love music. There's so many things I want to try and do, not lately.
One of the cool things, so Brutax has gotten himself into, he's been messing around with FL Studios for the last almost a year. Almost a year he's been messing around with FL Studios, and he's been making a lot of like audio blends and mashups. He's been putting whatever TikTok deems okay and not like, you know, a copyright thing. They'll let it slide on TikTok, but he's been making a lot of mashups lately that are just, I don't understand how it works, but it does. Like Nickelback and Hailstorm.
There's actually a full formula of doing it, and I know how to do it. I just didn't want to. There's just so many, like I have so many ideas of things that I like. Okay, my brain is stumbling. My brain can see what an idea of what someone does and know and figure out how they do it. Like for Brutex, I don't know if he does it this way, but he could just search songs that he likes and have it where it's whatever song he likes, then type in the beats per minute.
Yep, that's how he does it.
And then type in the key of the
and then
thing.
If he really wants to mess around with it, he'll bend the songs to make it work.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like he ended up doing when the "Oh no, our table" was a big thing all over TikTok. He ended up
my
it was
armor
Shania Twain,
is
I believe it was,
broken.
that he mixed it with, or the "I Feel Like a Woman."
Yeah.
But it was "Oh no, our table is broken," but in Shania Twain, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is not. Oh my god, I can't. It's great."
The
But
second
yeah,
one where she faked the bad singing. Really? Yeah, really. That was mean. Pastor Pothead. I know you're just kidding and poking. I'm gonna poke. You're gonna poke. You're gonna
fake
poke
the
her.
bad singing.
Oh.
I won't admit that I actually know how to sing. Yeah.
I don't know. It's so interesting. Like he does that, and like, so what? You're streaming a lot more, and you're talking to you're talking earlier. You're networking, but like you're talking to people who are actually really cool.
Yeah.
Like they are actually real people.
Yeah, it's cool.
Like
it's
in
cool.
the back of my mind, I will always like Kino Saze. I'll always randomly be like, "Hey, how are you been? It's been a while. How you doing?" And we'll have a conversation.
Kino's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Like Kino is awesome. Red, I absolutely love to pieces. I've recently been talking a little bit more with Aeon, and like that's pretty cool. Ninosuke I've had on Facebook forever, but recently like we've talked back and forth every now and again, and like she's awesome. Tifkree, I've known Tifkree since Tifkree became Tifkree.
Same. Like, Blood is the one who blew her up out of nowhere.
Between Blood, Derek, the rest of us, like the whole group of us, like we're like, no. This one needs way more followers on TikTok. Like we're gonna blow this one up. Right?
You said a name, and as soon as you said that, he came in the chat.
Yeah, I said the second I said Derek's name.
I guess he actually looked at text messages for his change, huh? And he actually remembered the time, and that you can click on a link.
Yep. Fucking Derek.
How do you get 100,000 likes on TikTok? Make content?
Okay. No.
Hold up. The real way to get content for anyone is doing stuff you don't want to do. That's the key. And the things that you don't want to do.
Because it's the video you don't want that's gonna go viral.
Not only that, but like, who wants to sit here and teach someone how to? I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna show you how to change the batteries. So first, you're gonna push down here. You're gonna open it, right? Open, and then you see the batteries. See there's a spring side. So the spring side, you go to the opposite side of that. Go and push down. And voila, that's how you remove it. And to put the battery back in, you just do the opposite thing. And ta-da, battery changed.
And for some reason, 5 million likes. 18 million views. The question was for Tess. So you're telling me that all I can do is put my hands up like this and bounce, and that's how I get 100,000 likes. There you go, Derek. I said it. I did it. There we go. It's done.
You might have those things that resemble that. You have a kickstand. That's the problem. You have a kickstand attachment. It doesn't work that way.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh my god, that just made my day. We do love you, Derek. We do.
Yeah,
we do love you wholeheartedly. We do love you, Derek. Anything for clout, right, Tess?
Yes. Anything for clout, right, Tess?
Yeah, that's the name of the audio.
So, like, you're networking with all these people. Like, what got you started? Why did you want to start networking with, like, people who are real?
Okay, so I didn't realize this until about 6 weeks ago. I was doing a training program, and we started talking about networking and how the platform LinkedIn works. And I was like, LinkedIn is pretty much like Twitter. And then I was like, wait a minute. I'm like the real life Twitter, because in reality, like, you know, if I think a business is awesome, like, you know, this new business that Brewtax is actually working for, it's a patinery. They make all kinds of patins and BLTs and all this amazing food. And I'm like, this is good. So I promote them. I take business cards from all my friends and I promote them. Hey, you need someone to do a roof? I got you. You need this? I got you. You need this? I got you. So because I've been promoting like my whole life with all of my friends, I realized how Twitter worked. And I was like, wait a minute, I network as is. So it's like, this is a little bit easier to do now that I know what it is. And
okay,
I didn't know that it was networking that I had gotten myself into until I realized that that's actually called networking. But I guess I've been doing this for almost a year now, like on like TikTok and Twitter. I've been doing this for a few months. Twitch, I've been doing this too, where it's like I'm taking my followers, I'm raiding with other people, I'm connecting with other people, I'm supporting, I'm sharing them, all of this. So like it's something that Derek and I have been talking about, something that I suggested that, like if you want to grow your stream, you want to, gain more followers, you want to get more recognized, network with people. Like that is a big thing that you need to be able to do.
Networking, creating content on the platform that actually pushes your content that is relative content to the platform. And that's networking is a big key in getting to know people. So like, what has been from when you first started and your viewership? I remember that because like I think we played Apex when you were starting, and I ended up pulling us like a dub out of nowhere with you and Brutex. I don't even know how I did that, but how has your viewership changed, or do you see a change in like your numbers since you started networking?
Well, so April 30th, 2021 was the day I hit affiliate. I just passed my 1 year on affiliate. Currently, I'm on a little bit of a mental health break from Twitch and just,
that was me for like the last year. Sorry, everyone.
We all need that, right? We all need that. So anyways.
Don't burn yourself out.
Exactly. That's exactly it. So one of the things that I noticed is that the more I started taking things seriously, the more people started coming in. And it was like December, I was like, you know what? I've got 73 followers. I have affiliate. I want to get to 100. And I was like, you know what? I want to get to 100 followers for my birthday. My birthday's the end of January. And sure enough, on my birthday, not only did I get that 100 followers, but I surpassed it. And I was like, this is awesome.
Nice, congrats.
So then I was like, you know what? Okay, like I want to see if maybe I can get to like 120 followers. So I started streaming more and I started like putting in that effort. And then I hit the 120 followers. And then there was something that ended up happening in my life that I was like, wait a minute, whoa. I don't know if I can stream on Twitch anymore. And I talked with Red, and Red kind of helped me like with this VRM avatar.
I really hope it was not 16 months of dicks. But thank you to the Disorder Lord for that sub.
That is awesome. But yeah, so anyways, I did this avatar, like the VTubing thing. I started doing that. I did that for about 2 months. And I was like, you know what? I feel safe and secure behind the VTuber because nobody can see my face. I'm good. And after like me using the VTubing, I was like sitting there being told like, this is actually the hardest way to grow because you need to be able to actually make content. Well, then I started, connecting with like old friends who are now streaming on Twitch. And, I made friends with Alec the Cleric, who is like big in the Borderlands community. And, I've known his wife for years. So it was like, I've made friends with him. And then that branched out to like their circle. And then it just kind of moved forward. And my views started going up and up and up and went from starting out to being like, I was my only viewer to, Brutax being my second viewer to like, I'm now averaging about 3 viewers. No one's really talking, but I got 3 people in there to one day I just started averaging between 7 and 12 people. And people started talking and chatting and hanging out. And like, I've got this one guy, he's Solus the Silencer. He is like my king of chaos. Like he goes in and he's redeeming all of my sound alerts and he's like making me like jump scares galore while I'm playing my spooky games, And then I've got Pasture who's got all of his jokes and we talk about food and like, I've gotten to connect with a lot of my viewers and it's bringing more people in and it's actually kind of cool. Do I expect everybody to show up? No, I don't.
No, that's the one thing. Like you got, right? Like I realized a long time ago, it's like a lot of people are like, it's being a content creator for live views. It's a revolving door. You're going to have new faces all the time, new people, and people's lives change. People, finances change. They can't do what they normally would do, or they aren't here with us anymore. Like, this sad to say, but that's really how it works. Just your favorite viewer, you might not like know that something could happen to them.
Oh yeah,
it's so messed up.
There was one viewer that I had, and like I'm pretty good at remembering most of the usernames for people that come in. And I mean, I only have like 160 followers on Twitch, so it's like it's 160 names that I could probably remember. And this one name came in, I was like, whoa! I'm like, you haven't been in here since like I hit affiliate. I'm like, how have you been?
Right.
It's been like a year. And then we started talking about like what's gone on in their life and this and that. And I was like, wow, like, I'm glad to hear you're doing podcasts. It'd be nice to see you on Twitch more, but if that's not your thing anymore, I completely get that. If you want to reach out to me, here's my Discord, my Twitter, like, there's so many platforms that you can reach out to me with. Just stay in touch. That's all I ask for, man. And, like I ended up following his podcast on Spotify, and I was like, you know what? This is cool. Like, this is awesome.
Do you really need to ask that question, Derek? Really? That's every day.
Every day.
That's every day.
Every day. Every day.
Because you know why? When you are a real person and you speak your mind to other people, they consider it violence because it's a violent act towards their personal well-being and personality.
Yep.
Such is life. So violence every day.
Not a lot of people can handle truth, straightforwardness. And they can't handle people that are blunt. That's one thing that I've learned, because like I'm very truthful, I'm very straightforward, and I'm very blunt. I'm also very ruthless. Like if something is bothering me, I don't care if I hurt somebody else's feelings. It's like, no, this is what's bugging me and this needs to get dealt with. So like I have those characteristics. And like I actually just recently had this conversation with a family member saying like, I know people are gonna, they're gonna run their mouth about me.
Oh yeah.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
I know that I can be a nuisance. I can be annoying. I know I can be all up in people's business. I'm like, but the thing is that if people are running their mouth about me, I don't care. Yeah. I don't want to know. Yeah. Like, I really don't want to know. Like, unless they, want to fix that problem with me and they address it to me, I don't care. So
that's good.
Like,
that's good.
And that's a lot of choosing violence in other people's eyes.
Oh yeah. Yeah. By the way, Final, when you getting off the Apex and join me in real battle sim? Sounds slow.
Battlefield is
okay. All right. If you're looking for a vehicle, okay. I play Call of Duty, Battlefield, and Apex. I have played all three. I prefer Apex because of the movement, the speed, and it's strategic. You have to strategize to be able to win at the game. Battlefield, you got vehicles. What more is there to say? That's one of the best games for vehicle combat. And then Call of Duty is just like, I want to just throw that thing off a cliff because it's just.
I like Call of Duty for zombies, and that's pretty much it. Like, squad up with 3 other people and let's sit there and kill zombies for the night. I'm in. But to sit there and play multiplayer on COD, unless it's with a bunch of people that I personally know, I'm not gonna bother because that it can get pretty toxic.
It's not even toxic. It's because it's so repetitive, boom, 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 boom. It gets extremely mundane. Yeah. Well, Apex, all right, I'm going to land over here. Maybe we'll win. Okay, we didn't win over here. We'll land over here.
Or, hey, we're going to play Apex with Tess and watch her run across the map and not die.
Or get someone saying, call me Papa the whole game.
Right?
Earlier today, I'm doing ranked with a Reflex, my bro. And, oh my God, this guy, he went down right away, and Newcastle just came out, and his fucking ult's OP. Oh my God. Mm-hmm. Dropped it right on top of him and was able to down one and break the armor of the other one while Reflex was able to finish them off. Yeah. As soon as that happened, he screamed so loud on the mic. We thought they turned on, what was that, proximity chat.
It went mute.
Never
mind. Sorry, my bad.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Well, anyway, we thought we turned on proximity chat, right? I thought that was something new they added. Didn't say anything. I was like, oh, okay. All right. Okay. Well, a little bit later, he dies to spiders.
Oh, God.
And screams again. Oh, like, and we're both like, me and Reflex, if we were in person, we looked at each other like, yeah, that just happened. That was him. Okay. Got it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then the next game we dropped as a duo and get second place with like 12. Oh, wait, 6, 12. Yeah, 12 kills in the spot. He had, nice. He had 7, I had 6, yeah.
That's not bad. Not bad.
No, not at all. Duo is a trio and fucking diamonds coming down and landing. Yeah, that's
awesome. One thing that I will notice, like I will say that I've noticed being a gamer, I lived on COD for more than 10 years. More than 10 years. That was like my only game that I would ever play. And then Brutex introduced me into Minecraft. And I went on a 6-month Minecraft binge. After saying Minecraft is for losers, and then played for 6 months straight. And then, like, I started dabbling in a bunch of other games, and, like, first-person shooters, I have a hard time with them now. Because it's like, I don't know. I
mean, I know.
Them, but, like, it's one of those things where it's like, I don't get lost in these games anymore. Like, you want to give me Ark, and I can play that game for 17 hours straight and not even, like, bat an eye. Like, I'll realize, like, oh, crap. It's, I gotta get kids ready for school now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that was a thing.
No sleep until they leave. Okay. And Derek, I do that a lot to people because, like, I destroy when it comes to someone new. How long did it take you to build a heart wall of love and friendship? What is that?
Okay, so I had a creative world in Minecraft that was dedicated to all of my TikToker friends that, like, I played Minecraft with. Derek helped with this, so it was me, it was Derek, and Brutex. All three of us teamed up, and we built this huge wall, and each heart was made out of some different material. And then Brutex ended up making one that had an automatic heartbeat that went on it. And, like, it was made out of, like, anything that you can think of, and it was just this big wall from, like, just out of nowhere. But, like, this world had anything in it. Like, I started making pixel arts in this world. I made, like, a tunnel system of, like, I don't even know why. I just made a tunnel system all over this map. The frame rate was done in this game. But yeah, we had a wall of hearts. It took us...
What are 2 frames per second?
2 hours, maybe, for the three of us combined to get this, like, wall built.
Damn.
We probably put in at least, like, 200 to 300 hours into just this one map.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah, like there were some pretty cool things. Like, yeah, Derek he spawned in like a whole whack of pandas. I have a video somewhere lost in my TikTok because there was a glitch and the panda just kept rolling and it just wasn't actually moving, but it was rolling because it was stuck. It was great. There was Brutex had made like this dragon statue. I did like this huge like Umbreon pixel art. Yeah, like we had a blast in there, and we had a few people that ended up like they'd come in and they'd build like a little section for like their house. House. I
was gonna say not hose. House.
Yeah, they built their hose there. House. Actually, speaking of that, there's a church down the road from our house, and somebody took the P out of hope. This is the house of hope, was what it was supposed to say, but they took the P, and every time we walk past it, we giggle because it's like, that's great. That's great.
Oh, that's pretty epic. Like this is the house of hose.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Hose. Sounds like a Rob Zombie movie.
Diamond Dick statue. Speaking of dicks and like artwork, have you been following the Amanda Heard and Johnny Depp trial?
Oh my God. I used to be respected. People took me by my word. And
yes.
Objection, hearsay.
Oh my god!
It's occupied my brain for days. That song.
Oh my
Just that
god!
song.
Oh my god! That was that. I heard blood showing me that. I'm like, oh my god!
It stumbled upon my For You page the other day, and I was like, whoa, babe, you gotta hear this. You gotta hear this. And like, oh my god.
That, oh dude, that, oh my god, that whole trial. So I pop on, I was like watching it live. I'm like, okay, this is boring watching just it live. So I found a lawyer that was watching it live, and she was analyzing what she would say and what was going on and why he said this, or why they eject, why did this hearsay. And I was like, yeah, you're supposed to ask direct questions, like literally yes or no. You like, and I'm going, why are these like lawyers dumb and don't they realize she brought coke into the court? Did you see that?
No, I didn't see that.
So mind you, when I was in high school, I tried coke. That was over 10 years ago, right?
I'm almost 10 years clean from stuff like that. So
I haven't done anything in a long time. Not even drank. I don't know, it's just a realization. But she took the tissue, right? And it went, right? And then went like this instead of wiping it. And then right after was like, you know,
God.
If she didn't do the whole face thing, that whole face thing, I would have been like, oh, she just blew her nose. I mean, yeah, but it was the whole, like, the shock of it. Like, anyone who has snorted,
ever used or anything up their nose, doesn't matter whether it's opiates, doesn't matter whether it's amphetamines, it doesn't matter what it is that you're putting up your nose, man. There was a guy I seen do sugar up his nose.
It's like an instant, like,
the second that it goes up there, every one of them does this, and then yeah.
Let's see. Dose of coke on the sand. She does a bump on the sand. Yeah, she does. That's what it looks like. Johnny saying what's wrong with me. With my penis, I was dying. I know, right? Jonathan saying what's wrong with my penis.
Yeah. This whole thing, like, honestly, like, yeah.
No, I. So, did you listen to her testimony at all?
I've tried.
I've
tried, okay?
There was only one thing.
I've watched lives. I have watched videos. I've watched recordings of it. I have watched it. And it's like one of those things where it's like, communications and body language I'm very familiar with. Psychology is something that really fast.
Yes.
Somebody clip that.
What, did he think he was Ace Attorney or something? Like that lawyer, I swear to God, he thought he was Ace Attorney.
But that was your own question. Anyways, so like, it's one of those things where it's like, I tried to go in there being like, okay, you know what? I don't know anything from previously. I'm going to walk into this, watch it as if I know nothing. And it's like, I'm watching her body language and I'm watching where she's looking and I'm watching which parts of her body she's touching. And, you know, whether it's the left side, the right side, what physical, is it the ear? Is it the nose? Is it the eyes? What is it that she's touching and where? Because that can tell a lot about a person and whether or not they're lying. And it was like, I ended up commenting in a live feed saying like, I want to believe her. I do. But she's making it so hard to be believable. And I'm like, if you watch when she's touching this part of her face, this is what it means. When she is touching this part of her face, this is what it means. When she's looking to this direction, that is an indication that she is creating something within her head. Because when you look that way, you're looking to a creative side in your brain, not a logical side. It's not the truth.
There was only a handful of things. I can't remember everything offhand, but I was talking to Play Dr. Punk earlier about this at work. Yeah. So I haven't talked to him in a while. I call him like, hey, what's going on with you, bro? What's up? And I'm like, we start talking about the trial because he's gotten COVID and stuck watching. He's like, I'm going to watch the trial. And there was only a handful of things which actually logically, with the way she said it, sounded truthful. Mind you, I'm at work. I only can listen.
Yeah.
So I'm going, none of this is making sense. First, like you went upstairs and you went down the stairs. Now you're on a carpet, but you were on a couch.
Yeah, you were on the couch, but you were on the edge of the couch, but then you were on the carpet.
And then you were playing all about.
Yeah, I seen that part. I was like, it doesn't. Your story's not lining up.
Yeah, there's nothing.
Like it's. Like I want to try and give both of them the benefit of the doubt. And don't get me wrong. Do I believe 100%? Do I believe that, she did a lot of harm to Johnny? Yes, I do believe that. However, with that being said, I believe that they both contributed to the toxicity in that relationship. I don't think both of them. I don't think that Johnny's just completely innocent.
No.
And I don't think that, Amber's the only one that's guilty. I think both of them have done some damage within this relationship. And the thing that drove it over the edge was her bashing his name.
Yes.
That was what, like, do I stand for Johnny? Yes, I do. I stand for him because, one, no one in their right mind should have to go through what he went through. And two, he lost everything.
Yeah.
He lost everything over things that she said he did when she actually did these things.
Yes.
So it's like, yeah.
Well, we could talk about this like a whole section, different podcast in itself, because like it's insane. But let's get back to you. So like what is like your major like goals now, since like you are hitting this hard? Because I remember last time you were just like talking like kind of like dilly-dallying, not dilly-dallying, but like dabbling or like kind of like
dabbling in it.
Yeah, dabbling. That's dabbling. Dabbling. Yeah, not dilly-dallying because that's just wrong.
Yeah, it's just dabbling. Like I was just getting my feet a little wet.
Yeah,
and just kind of like what's this like? And now I'm kind of like, I've got my peoples. I've got I've got a Discord server that actually is pretty talkative, which I will say that's pretty awesome. I'm cool with that. All my peoples are in there. My live streams have been doing pretty good. TikTok is just TikTok, whatever. That's TikTok. This Twitch.
You have the same exact motto when like Blood is talking about something with TikTok. I'm like, oh, that's just TikTok. Yeah. It's TikTok.
It's TikTok. Like the algorithm on TikTok is not the same as what it used to be. Like, I have one page where it's like, actually, I have a page with 15,000 followers on it that for some reason I had a random video get over 200 likes on it. The rest of them are like, oh, we're going to give you 500 views, but you're going to get 2 likes. That's it. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's nice. Well, thank you. So I go to my 1,500 page. It's a little account. Yeah. It's cute. It's adorable. And, I post all of my nonsense on there and people are like, oh my God, this is awesome. Like, and then like people are like in my DMs and I'm like, yeah, this doesn't mean I'm giving you my phone number. I'm married. And they're like, oh, well, okay.
They're like, I'm going to just
I knew that.
In your DMs. Like, no,
I was like, oh yeah, you totally
thinking? What is up with people thinking they can just DM people because you're in a server with them? This server's public. Do I want you to DM me? No, but I leave my DMs open because important people.
Yeah.
People who actually know me.
One of the things that I say, like, and I'm pretty sure this is still captioned in my Discord profile. Like, if you want to contact me, at me.
Not only that, or like if there's something personal you want to talk about, or there's like actually something going on, not just like some random stupid join my server or other stuff, like whatever. But if you have something actually going on, DM us.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But if you're just gonna be a little shit and be like, oh hi, how are you? Blah blah blah. I want to DM you because I want to DM you because
you're into the server, and I'm gonna DM all the girls on the server. Like that's no.
So you were dabbling in it, and you got your server going. You got all this going. And you met all these fine people. Yeah. And there was something you wanted to talk about with Red Ghost, right? You said someone dropped in her stream.
Markiplier. She was hosting a watch party on one of the Markiplier series YouTube things, where it's like you choose the outcome and it brings you to another video.
Yeah, the space one.
Yeah,
my son showed me that.
So, anyways, she's been streaming that every now and again once the new one's released. And she was about to stream the newest one that was released. This was, I believe, it was like a week ago. And I, pop into the stream. Hey, how's it going? This and that, blah, blah, blah. And then boom, Markiplier gifted 25 subs. And then he's like, hey, like, thank you. It's awesome that you're doing this. Glad you like it. And starts chatting up in the stream. Okay. And we're all like, whoa, hold up here. Like, whoa, what the hell is going on here? And like, people are coming in and they're like, did I just get a gifted sub from Markiplier? And people are like, everybody's like, what do we do? Hello?
That is so cool. But like, I'm like just a little skeptical because like, you might not be able to be on Twitch at all. You might have like a truly exclusivity like rights for YouTube.
I do. Yeah, no, I know
that's
that.
That's the only thing. Otherwise, it's really cool. And
I do my fact checking. I do my fact checking and all of that stuff. So it was just one of those things where I was like,
wait, what? Like you're
none
cool.
of us knew how to spoke. It's how to spoke.
Like you're
none of us
cool.
knew how to speak English in that moment. And like Red's just like, nonchalantly like, oh yeah, thank you for the gifted subs and blah blah blah. But internally, she's just like,
yeah.
So it was like, it was definitely it was something else.
I would have been like, no fucking way, prove it. Prove to me. Please prove to me. Please somehow prove to me. I have to have proof.
Twitter, it's on her Twitch. There's clips. There's everything.
I have to see this because I can't believe this because like I mean like I don't even watch Markiplier like that much, but he is such an idol. Like it's ridiculous. Everyone knows him, and he is a cool dude. Like he's worked so hard to be where he's at. So it's like
to see something like that is like it's pretty cool. Like it's actually like pretty cool. So
Derek, no one DMs you because you don't respond.
Yeah, you're always sleeping.
That's why. I don't care if it's like the next day, but you literally don't respond. That's personally why I kind of like. I still you're my bro. You contact me anytime. I'm there. But like me doing the opposite.
Yeah, there was a point in time, Derek, where it's like I sent you a snap and we're like trying to have a conversation, and then you like dipped out for like a week, and I was just like, oh, okay, well, all right, cool.
And then what is the biggest drive that keeps you going when you're down, when you're like in the rut? Yeah.
When I'm down and out, when I'm depressed, when I'm at the bottom of that wormhole that I've allowed myself to get sucked into, honestly, it's my kids. It's my kids. It's my husband. It's the life that I have outside of social platforms. Like that's the drive. The drive that keeps me going on all of the social platforms, on Twitch, on TikTok, on Twitter, on everywhere else, every other platform that I'm on. The drive comes from everybody that I've connected with, all of the friends, the followers, the viewers, the people that I consider to be family, the people that I consider to be my best friends. That's what keeps me going on the social platform. And the difference between the two is that everybody that I've connected with, like the closest person that lives anywhere near me is Dark Raven Beauty, and that's just because she lives in Canada too. Okay. Everybody else is in the States, so it's like
I know someone else. I know someone else in Canada.
There's a few people that I like. Salem Harlow, also known as Your Nightmare. Salem Harlow lives in Alberta.
I was trying to get her on the show a while ago because those like I think I met her through.
I might be able to talk to her.
If I remember correctly, she knows Go Bagel. Because I met her through like Go Bagel somehow. It was really weird.
Also,
someone's like, "Oh, check out this person if you like."
Razkul lives like 5 hours from us.
We're at
like I'm like one border city in Ontario. He's like another border city in Ontario.
Oh, okay.
Faded Line lives in our city. Held the door open for me, but I didn't know who Faded Line was. I was like, I don't know. Like this gentleman's like opening the door for me. That's awesome. And then this one's like fangirl. Well, not fangirl. He's kind of like, what the hell? And then the two of them are talking on Facebook. Come to find out, we live in the same town as Faded Line.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
Yeah, so that was actually pretty. Like there are some people, but like people that like I'm close with, talk to regularly. Everybody's from the States. Yeah. So when I'm down and out, reaching out. Like for me to just be on my phone and be like, hey, like, I'm depressed. Can I talk? Like no. I will more isolate away from everything because it's like, I don't like, I've been through a lot. And, I've gone through a lot of things by myself. I've survived a lot of things by myself. And I continue to fight through a lot of things inside my head by myself. So, I'm not going to reach out to like the friends that I've made because it's like, everybody's going through their stuff and like I can handle it on my own. So it's like, you guys do.
But you know that like other people are out there and like.
Oh, yeah. I know. I'm fully aware.
Because you reached out with me a couple times too, and then like we had like a whole night where I was supposed to go live, and I just fucking had a conversation with you the whole night.
Yeah, that was the night that I beelined across. Yeah, that was.
No, there was another night after that. There's been
a few nights over the last year where we've like just talked for like hours and hours and hours on end.
Yes.
So,
yes. Yeah, that's just.
No. When I'm down and out, like. It depends on what's going on. So, like if like right now, like the depression that I've gone through is like related to like social platforms. I'm just exhausted from it. I was going to school. I was streaming on Twitch like 4 days a week. I was, dealing with the kids. I was cooking supper, being a wife, being a student, being this, I was being so many people all at once. And I was just like, I just want to.
Yeah.
So I literally like said, you know what? Nope, I'm not doing anything. I'm just going to play Animal Crossing on my Switch for like the next 3 weeks. And I'm just not going to talk to nobody. I still talk to everybody, but I played Animal. Actually, Shit. I also went and got a book at the library. It's the first time I got a book in like 10 years. I was like, kudos to me.
Hell yeah.
It's good. I read 40 pages yesterday, which is the most I think I've ever read in any year. So good on that. It's, yeah. So that I've got that to kind of keep me sane right now.
Yeah, that's good. Like I went through the same thing after like an event happened, and like with the drive that kept me going was just like I don't want to work my job forever. Like I want to do stuff. And what the person that I've been for the last like 6 months, 8 months, I've been on and off here and there, but I just been watching anime with my little one. Literally, like I have this room like back to where it was, and I have a 42-inch directly behind these monitors.
I gave you bang.
To be able to watch anime with my little one, and we've watched so many. Like we just got done with Seven Deadly Sins besides the last movie.
Nice.
But yeah,
my oldest just started watching Naruto. He's watched ReZero with me.
Haven't seen I've seen Naruto.
ReZero? Okay, hang on. ReZero, I'm going to tell you right now.
My son watched it, but I don't think we watched it. We haven't watched it together yet.
The first season, epic. Awesome.
Okay.
The second season, completely unnecessary.
Is that like Tokyo Ghoul season 3?
On my list, haven't watched it yet.
Okay.
I've watched ReZero. I made it halfway through the second season and said I'm done with this. I've watched all of Inuyasha. I've watched so Death Note, Death Parade, and Erased. All three of them are very much the same. And I watched them back to back to back. So it was like I watched Death Note, and then I watched Death Parade, and then I watched Erased. And I highly recommend the last two. Those ones, by far, 100%, I highly recommend.
Okay. Have you seen Jobless Reincarnation?
No, but I started watching that time I got reincarnated as slime.
By far, one of my favorites. What I like about it, it's got that good balance of dark comedy and realism. Yeah. That's what I appreciate about it. It's really hard for any show to be able to mix all three, and they did it in an anime very well.
Yeah. One that I will say that definitely spoke to me was Erased. It's on Netflix. It's only one season. Oh my god, it hits like heartstrings. And it's one of those animes like I can't tell you any details of it.
Yeah.
Because if I tell you any detail
it'll give away the whole thing.
Yeah, that's exactly it. So it's like it's one of those things, like it is one of those psychological horrors. It's very much on the same lines as like Death Note and Death
I
Parade.
haven't seen Death Note the anime, but I saw the movie. I liked it. I might watch the anime. No, it doesn't matter. I appreciate like anything for what it is, unless it's like totally garbage. Like we were watching an anime recently, and I was just like, I can't watch this right now, kiddo, because I was just if I'm making fun of it left and right, I'm just like, whatever. I ended up liking that slime show. Like the show is epic. If you finish season 2, which is only on Funimation, not Crunchyroll, you will love it. If
They're merging the two together.
They are, but like there's some shows you only can find on there, but you can find on there. If you like slime, you will like Ari Ferretta.
Okay.
From Common Person to World's Strongest, and Jobless Reincarnation. It's like Musho Tenshin, but Musho Tenshin's like on the realism of like dark, like kind of dark, but like good, just good. I haven't found too many that like keep up with Slime, Jobless. Ari's not. I don't even think Ari is up there.
Like there's some.
Even Seven Deadly was good, but it wasn't. It's not up there for like for me. It was good.
Like, I've tried to watch, like, there's a bunch of them where I've been trying to watch them, but I'm losing my interest very quickly, you know, and that includes like Naruto, that includes Seven Deadly Sins, even Black Clover. I love Black Clover, I do, but I keep losing it's not something that I can just binge. It's one of those where it's like, you know, I'll watch 2 or 3 episodes this week and then not touch it for like a month, and I just, you know, then I'll pick it up again and I'll start watching it, and you know, it's not something that I find I can get lost in.
Yeah.
However, Arcane is my huge fixation right now.
Did you? Okay, I don't want to give spoilers away, but like, how did you watch the whole thing?
Oh yeah,
like I did. That cliffhanger. Oh,
right.
That was like straight looking down at death.
And it's one of those things like, what's gonna happen now? Like, what's gonna happen now?
Yeah. Yeah.
And yes, Derek, the little girl and the dog. I have not made it past the Chimera episode of Full Metal Alchemist, even though it's been a year and a half.
You better be watching the correct one. Brotherhood.
Yes.
Good. Okay.
Yes.
You're not
grounded. I've been watching Brotherhood. Okay. I've been watching Brotherhood. Well, I was. And then I made it to that episode and cried for 6 weeks. And then I rewatched the episode because I was like, okay, I need to rewatch it so that I can digest it.
I love it when another anime throws that dog and it's like a random like bad thing in the background.
Yeah.
It's great. Like, oh my God, you did not just put that as a reference.
Or it's on TikTok where it's like randomly, it's like, you know, say something that would piss off anime fans. And then it like, I actually shared this one to Derek recently where this guy was like, that girl and that dog had it coming. And I was like, yo. Or like I see videos on TikTok where like people go to like this convention and, you know, there's someone dressed up as the Chimera. And I'm like, yo, that's just not right, man. That's not right.
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. So I watched the original. I didn't realize there was a Brotherhood version. And I went, okay, there's this kind of like after when they went in that dungeon and first started meeting the sins, like, or no, H. Oh, it's not the Holocaust. Fuck. You know who I'm talking about though. Like, I know who you're talking about. It's, you're homunculus. Yes. When they started, I think they met like one of the homunculus or two in there. It wasn't there after a long time. I hope you're doing well. I hope the little one's doing well, and I hope your back's doing well. Good to see you. But the homunculus, when they were down there, right after just that, even those scenes, comparing it from the first, like just Full Metal Alchemist to Brotherhood.
Yeah.
I was hooked because Brotherhood actually stayed on the dark story that's supposed to stay on.
Yeah. Like it was like when I first ran it through, it wasn't Brotherhood. And then when I was like, I made it to like maybe 2-3 episodes in, and then I didn't realize that there was Brotherhood. I thought it was all the same thing until it was like one day I realized, wait a minute, there's two different ones. And then I started watching Brotherhood and I was like, wait a minute, I like this more.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Same story until season 2. Same story until season 2.
Yeah.
That's when they went on the actual manga path, and then the other one was something else. It just was like, oh, this is supposed to be dark, but yet good. You know what was a really heartwarming movie or anime to watch?
Which
on
one?
Netflix. Bubbles.
Bubbles?
It's very heartwarming. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. It's something you can watch with the kids.
Youngest, I've never watched it. That's something I've never watched, but for some reason, my 3-year-old likes Ponyo.
Never seen it.
Someone else was like, "Oh my god, I like that Ponyo's awesome and it's adorable." Like one of my friends around my age is like, "Oh, like that's so great and this and that."
5-year-old got him into that. Same with Kiki's Delivery Service.
Yeah, so my 3-year-old watches Ponyo and Kiki's Delivery Service, and he absolutely loves them. I've never watched them, but they look adorable.
Fair enough.
But my kids are all starting to get excited the second that they see Funimation. They're like, "Oh, what are we gonna watch today?" And I'm like, "Oh, I love you."
Do not watch Platinum End.
Oh,
did you see the whole thing?
No, because I can't do sub. It has to be dubbed. I can't.
It's out already. It's out.
Sub.
It's out.
I know, and because it was like I made it to a certain point, and I was like, wait a minute, they haven't dubbed it yet. What the hell? So then I had to wait a few weeks.
Yeah, every once a week, every Thursday, it was out.
I'd get 2 more episodes in, and I was like, yes, this is out. And then
last one I'll talk about. Did you finish Demon Slayer, the Entertainment District?
No, I haven't even started Demon Slayer.
You're grounded.
No, I'm not grounded.
You're grounded.
I'm not grounded. You want to know why I'm not grounded?
Well, you see ones I haven't seen.
Everything that I've been able to tell you that I have seen is what I've watched in the last year. Up until a year ago. Okay.
Me too.
I've never watched anime. The only thing I ever watched that was anime was like Inuyasha, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, Digimon, Beyblades, all of that stuff as a kid.
Okay.
But once I started, moving forward into different animes, I was getting bullied as a kid, and I was like, oh, well, I can't have any of that because I don't want to be bullied. Like, I don't like these people are mean.
Yeah.
So I stopped watching anime. I stopped drawing. I stopped doing a lot of things as a kid that I've only recently in the last year started doing again. So in the last year, I was like, you know what? I'm going to start from what I last remember. So I started watching Inuyasha. And then I moved in and I was like, you know what? Let's watch this Death Note. Like, I hear a lot of hype about Death Note. Let's watch Death Note.
And then I was like,
I looked up a list of must-haves and I was like, okay, so I need to watch this, and this. So I made my own little list. That's about this long on my phone. It's a little, okay. It's just little. It's little, it's not that big. But anyways, I've crossed off, I think 8 that I've watched. And I have to process after some of them. Like Erased, I wasn't able to watch anything else. I wasn't able to watch an anime. I wasn't allowed to, I couldn't watch anything because it was like I had to process what happened. Same thing with Full Metal Alchemist. Like when I got to the Chimera, I was like, I took 6 weeks. I had to process it. I tried to watch it again. And then I didn't watch anything for like 6 months because I was like, I can't. Is every anime like this? So I had to step back and then I was like, wait a minute. Some are, some aren't. It's a hit and miss. You're going to have to try it out anyways. So then I started crossing more off of my list. And then I had to go for surgery a few months ago. So I was bedridden for like a good 2 weeks. So I took that 2 weeks to catch up on whatever it was on my list that I hadn't finished yet. So there's some I've watched. There's some I haven't watched. So I can't be grounded yet.
Oh, I know. I get you. I just started watching anime myself.
Demon Slayer's on my list.
I'll look at my list that I've watched all the way through that they have and I'll send you a screenshot of it. But yeah, they're so good. It's ridiculous. And as much as we could keep talking for the next hour, or more, but I gotta get going soon. It's been an hour already. This flew by. This is why I like doing the show. It flies by. When I listen to other stuff, it's like,
right?
You done talking yet?
Honestly, one of the things that I had been thinking about over the last few days is you haven't done this in a long time, and I was like, wonder what's gonna come out of this. Kind of hoping that maybe you start getting back into it because I love
there's 2 main reasons why I stopped. The first one was just mental and people and I don't even need to go into that because that's just whatever, but that's the reason. The second one is I couldn't find people.
Yeah.
I was trying to find that the people, and it was just I couldn't. And that was just the main issue. I just could not find anyone. So I just.
Well, maybe we can network.
Yeah, I was going to ask you.
Maybe what we can do is we can network
Yeah.
and go from there. Because I know a few people that I think would be really cool to see on the show, whether it's like TikTok, Twitch, whatever it is. Like, it would be cool to see on the show.
Hell yeah.
So
hell yeah, I'm down. I'm
even
game.
if like you put like a limitation where it's like, you know, instead of having like, you know, say 3 or 4 people in a week like you used to, limit it to like, you know, 1 day a week. Or 1 day every 2 weeks.
No, it was twice a week.
It was twice.
It was Sundays for over to see people if they can't do the early hours.
Oh, yes, I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so like, you know, have it where it's like, you know, and not as frequent as what it used to be. That way it feels like you don't have as many gaps that you have to fill, right?
Yeah.
And then and that's a lot of things that a lot of people that is like lost their motivation on Twitch and on TikTok. Like there's one person that had to completely rebrand because like everything that he built for it just disappeared after a while. Mm-hmm. And, you know, he rebranded and within a matter of a week and we had him affiliate, we had him growing. He's got more followers than I have. And, you know, his page is booming now. And I was like, you know, sometimes taking a step back and actually looking at, you know, what do you want to do is more beneficial than just being like, why is this not working?
For me, it wasn't why it wasn't working. It's just, I mean, that's a fact that a lot of people go through. It's like, why is it not working? And it's very simple. Like, why? Like the question you just have to ask yourself: why do you go to Twitch? Why do you go to YouTube? Why do you go to these channels or these things?
Oh yeah.
What content do you consume? Because if you know what you like, you'll be able to produce what you like and share everyone else what you like.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
Anytime someone asks for advice for like growing or anything, that's what I tell them. I mean, that's literally what it is. I went to YouTube. I always looked up guides. So anytime I came across something I couldn't do, I made a guide. Mostly it was video games. I mean, I got partnered on YouTube only because I mean, guys,
you got partnered on YouTube?
I've been partnered for 2.5 years now.
Nice. I didn't know that. That's cool. That's cool.
2.5 years. And it was all because I made TikTok guides.
Obligation through marriage is why I come here. That's what Blood said.
That's mean.
I love you too, babe. Anyway, but yeah. So like with everything, like it just was take a step back. I also realized maybe it was the way my room was arranged. So I rearranged it this way and I'm already like more focused because when I would do aim labs or Kovacs before I start playing Apex to get like warmed up, I would only do like a minute or two or whatever. Last night, I was literally staying in a stream playing Spider Shot for over an hour and a half and didn't even realize it. Where like you hit the center target, and then it pops a random target on the screen, then it goes back to the center just to get my range down to be able to flick faster. And I was like, wait, what? What? And no, you can't stake up and scare me anymore because I'm against the wall. But if we want to watch a movie, I have a big screen TV. We can watch it, and there's a bed there too.
Yeah.
But with that being said, is there anything you want to talk about before meeting adjourned? I guess. Wait. Everyone has to stand up for the judge.
Objection,
I'm not standing up. Objection.
That is lived rent. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, I dream and this song is playing in my head.
That song and the fact that one time you hear the chair squeak, he stands up, says objection, and no one listened.
Yeah.
That was.
Yeah. Well, yeah, considering how much he's thrown out objection in this entire thing, like he's lost his career. He's completely that lawyer has lost his career.
They both have.
Oh yeah.
They both have because she's just she calling Dr. Hughes, Dr. Curry. Yeah. I mean, Curry was living rent free in her head. Oh my God. I mean, Dr. Curry was the one who reached out, like connected with the people better. but Hughes had the better repertoire, but wanted to it was more of a feminist. And that played off really well with what Johnny Depp's lawyers did and said, hey, look, this is what you said. Like, why is every single trial that you've gone to for a man, like to go help a man, it was for a male on male, or it was a male and male, or a same sex marriage or relationship? You didn't do anything where it's a guy and a girl. You only like, and that was a huge like that whole destroyed her credibility.
Oh yeah,
but nothing.
I'm curious to see because it's next week is when they're going to give the final. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're going to give the final say on what's going to happen from there. I'm curious to see what's going to happen out of it. I really am. So.
Those are the closing statements. Then the jury has to go and
the jury makes their decision on the 19th.
On the 19th, and then
they give their decision on the 19th. So
and then the judge deems what she's gonna do right then and there. Right.
Heard on the stand is painful to watch. My dog stepped on a bee.
Like,
I ran out of tea.
But I gotta go pee.
That's the other thing that's consumed my For You page is just that alone. It's been great.
But everyone, this is this was the final hour. We're going to be switching to Apex very shortly, and I hope whoever stays has a good time. Ask us as many questions as you want about it, or watch me rage, or just watch me talk shit about my teammates because I know they're going to do some stupid ass shit unless I get a buddy I know. But with that being said, thank you for coming on the show, and we will talk a little bit after the show, and hopefully, we will network because I do need more people on the show. I need to do this more because this is fun. Yeah. I actually do enjoy this.
Have me in your networking squad.
Yeah, we'll get definitely. We'll do this. But with that being said, catch you all in about 10 minutes. Peace. You cannot go, Blood. You're grounded.